Have you ever regretted not saying something that you needed to say? Well, today we're going to explore that and look at the impact that the words we don't say have on us. For more information on the importance of this topic, check out my book, Filtered: Choosing Your Words with God as Your Mouth Guard. I've included the purchase links in the description below on how you can get a copy on Amazon and a hard copy directly from me. I want you to imagine a situation where you failed to express your love for a close friend or a family member. Do you then decide, okay, I've never told this person that I love them or care about them, so that's it, I'm not going to do it, and you don't? Or do you often live with regret for the things that you've never said? So, in terms of the first point on telling your loved ones that you love them often, it's important that in our relationships with our friends as well as our family, we regularly share our feelings with them. For example, simply telling someone that you love them or that you appreciate them, that can make a huge difference. And also communicating clearly with them in order to avoid confusion. And when something does come up, you make sure that you do address it with them in order to avoid misunderstandings, or when you do have an understanding, to make sure that you address it and talk about it. For example, let your loved ones know how much they mean to you, and not just through your actions but by telling them. This will allow you to build strong bonds with your loved ones, because it is important that we regularly affirm, not just our love, but remind our loved ones that we care about them, because this builds trust and a strong emotional connection between you. For example, you can just send a heartfelt message, or I mean, look, we all have different ways in which we express love. Some people you need to tell them, some people you need to show them. Um, so just find out what it is that resonates with the person, and yeah, a gesture that you do can actually go a long way in deepening your bond with them. Secondly, don't let people bully you into silence. Do stand up for yourself and you assert yourself. Look, I'm not saying be rude, I'm not saying be aggressive. For example, you can, when somebody is being rude and somebody is bullying you, because bullying doesn't just happen with children, it also happens with adults. Politely and in a firm voice, just tell the person that you don't agree with what they're saying, or that you don't appreciate how they're treating you or how they're talking to you. How they respond is not up to you. You have no control over how they choose to treat you and what they say and do, but you do have control of how you choose to respond. And it's also very important to set clear boundaries, and in order and say to them, going forward, I would appreciate it if you didn't speak to me this way, or if you didn't treat me this way. And lastly, remember, your opinion and your feelings are also valid, and they also deserve to be heard. So don't let someone else's negativity and someone else who's choosing for whatever reason to be mean to you or to bully you. Don't allow their negativity and how they choose to act to cause you to be silent. Do let the person know. How they choose to respond is up to them, not up to you. And lastly, it's sometimes it's better to actually be quiet and then to say something that you will later regret. So think before you speak. It's, pause and reflect on the impact of your words. For example, think about the consequences of the statement that you're making, and how that will affect your relationship with this person going forward. Choose your words wisely, and because sometimes it's actually, as I said, better to be quiet, especially if your words are going to just cause more conflict and exacerbate the situation, or if what you're saying is not true or not kind. Wait until the person has finished speaking before you respond. We need to protect our relationships by avoiding hasty and hurtful remarks, because you know it's very easy, especially you know when we're very familiar with people, our friends and our loved ones, to just speak like without giving thought to what you're saying. When there is a conflict going on, or a disagreement or a misunderstanding, remain calm in order to prevent future regrets. It's important to express your affections for the people that you care about regularly, because this will strengthen your relationships with them. And also stand up for yourself, assert yourself, not in a rude and demeaning way, shouting and screaming at the person, but really letting people know how you're feeling. And especially when they're demeaning you, or bullying you, or being nasty to you, just let them know, hey, I don't appreciate how you're talking to me right now. And also think before you speak. Pause and reflect on the impact that your words are going to have. How you choose to respond to someone will impact your relationship with them. And while you're at it, if you want more information on this topic, grab a copy of my book, Filtered. I've included the links to purchase it in the description below. And let me know, what is your key takeaway from today's video? And I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time.